Hello everyone! Oh wait, do I need to up my volume a bit? No, it sounds pretty okay. Hello everyone, it's another day, another stream with me, Munii, and I am not here with the fiercest of bards quite yet. Just go do some stuff, but in the meantime, I thought I'd be working on some comms because I just got a commission request, so I got to do that, the requests, you know? Got to do the requests, and yeah. Well, first things first, I need to make sure I have some background music for chat, you know, have something nice to listen to. Turn off yup tubs because don't want you guys to hear what music I listen to. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good evening. I'm a bit sleepy still, honestly. I was working on what was I working on? I was working on edits, cause my practicum is going on right now, so I have all my editing edits that I need to do. unfortunately, when you're kind of doing like a freelance style, like what's it called, practicum, what ends up happening a lot of the times is that because you're a freelance, you don't actually have like specific hours which you like turn on and turn off. Okay. But hello, Golden. How are you? Oh, you're looking. I don't know why my chat's doesn't seem to be working for some reason. Maybe like I need to check why my chat box not working. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. So, but like I want to make sure I can read everybody's like messages. There you go. Let's see. Been a while since I last worked on a commission. I am commissioned today by Frogget to make an animated emote for them. And I'm just trying to think what's the best way to tackle it, honestly, because I'm wondering if it's better if I just hand animate it versus like using it live 2D. I think it's probably, well, I guess you could be done in live 2D. It depends. I'm just wondering what makes the most sense in my head. But first, things we can start first is drawing the base of the illustration first. Let's start with trying to get like my arm comfortable. It's a struggle when you have like the arm rest, like the you're trying to make it like fit nicely. Just looking for my reference for Frogget. Let me see if I can find. Copy image. This is the reference. Sample, and then we're going to go to present. It is the fiercest of bards. You have returned for me, maybe? Using your prime, giving me the pennies? Hello? Are you back to join me?
Yeah, I went to get a snack while my PC rebooted. I was like, you know what? I need to eat something.
You want to join me on Live 2D?
Okay. I'll boot up in a moment.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's an arting day, huh?
Hello, Laria.
Hello.
Sorry, I was just reading for you something really, like a little bit. I have to come back to it later.
Yeah, how is the bunny doing? And
Yeah.
I think I saw old Golden in here before, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm not so conversational. I think it's because I've been doing like a lot of like art-related stuff today that I'm in kind of like, ugh.
I mean, you basically just got off of your work, right? Like just now, so it's okay. It's okay. I'm having one of those kinds of days too. That's how we're psionically linked sometimes.
I'm not upset at the work I'm doing. For people to clarify, it's just like when you're like I was trying to say earlier in the stream, when you work like a freelance job, you really don't have like a this is the hard hours you're getting off.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes it kind of difficult.
Yeah, it's like freelancing, as I've noticed, is you've really gotta have really good time management skills for yourself, because
it's easier to overdo it, right?
I shrunk myself. Oh wait, I'm not even connected somehow. Okay. But yeah, it's really easy to overdo it, like you said, because if you're not careful, you're working for like 12 hours out of the day, and you're only awake for like 13 of those hours, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
which I don't mind, right? Because like I need to get those 35 hours out. And I was worried I was not gonna get it, but I think I'm gonna get it, honestly. In part because unfortunately she's gone to go to a convention, but it doesn't mean that I've kind of discussed it with my sibling about it. Because what I didn't factor in is that I think originally when I first took on the job, I had thought that she would actually have like clips that she would just send me. But she sends me like the full VODs, and she streams for like 4 hours. So from those 4 hours, I have to make like I don't have to make like a specific amount of clips per se. And this is not a complaint by any means. It's just kind of like how this is gonna work. Is that I have to, from those 4 hours that she streams, I have to make I can make as many clips as I want from it, right? But I have to look for the content, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like, it can be hard and it can be fun at the same time, right? To kind of like search through the video to like find what would be interesting to shoot or like to edit, essentially. Oh, I did this on the same layer. Whoops. Let me just delete that over there.
Oh, so yeah, you're getting, I guess, the experience now of what a lot of people don't see behind the scenes when someone hires an editor, right? And because, normally when you edit like footage and stuff like that, you're editing a lot of time down to a specific amount and stuff like that, right? Like a lot of people that work in the movies do this too. They'll take hours of footage and compress it into their runtime, right? So you're essentially doing the same thing here with 4-hour streams and stuff, and just looking to edit out into these smaller bite-sized moments, right?
Yeah, like I think I just didn't expect I was worried I wasn't gonna get enough hours, and now I'm like, oh no, I'm definitely gonna get enough hours. Granted, she's not gonna be here too much because she's busy at con. So this might be like the more calm week. But I said that my goal each day is to get at least like maybe 2 videos out per day, which I think is pretty reasonable. Really just heavily depends. Because a lot of it is just like watching the footage over and being like, okay, like what can I do from this? But you didn't edit videos when you freelanced.
Yeah, I didn't do video editing when I freelanced, right? Surprisingly,
Friend
the
A
videos
did.
that I yeah, friend A did a lot of videos. I have a friend who's a professional editor and
Now freelancer.
Freelancer now. But he did a lot of video editing for some professional works. You might have even seen some of them, but I won't say.
Well, that will
here.
accidentally dox him.
Mhm,
Granted, there's
so-
like a lot of editors that work on some stuff, but we don't know what works he worked on that had multiple editors to kind of hide friend A.
Yeah, correct. But yeah, it's like it is a tough one, but you know when you really like it, I mean, you know, you kind of love it, right? Like,
well, I think that's why friend A still does it, even as a freelancer.
yeah, he's just very into editing. He could talk about editing all day if you let him. But you know,
But he's also
it is the
keeps to
thing,
himself though.
Oh yeah, he does. He's a quiet guy. But you know, yeah, when my own experience with editing videos is very little, but I did do a few projects for work and stuff like that. At some of the places that I worked at, where I actually created some videos for them.
Right.
From time to
You
time.
said that you created like a office style like sitcom.
Yeah,
once.
yeah, like it was actually so we did for fun. It was like a team exercise, a team building exercise. We did for fun some commercials, like home made commercials for work and stuff like that. And I themed mine after a sitcom from the late 80s, early 90s and stuff like that, right? And I made an intro video that was like exactly the same as one of the sitcom openings. So that was kind of fun. And then I ended up doing like basically a training video for the company. That was kind of fun. This was when I first joined the company, and I was looking for something that I could do extra as a project at the company. So I made a training video that taught our team how to do certain things. Won't say what, but basically, in order to create this video, because it was going to be a lot of screen grabbing and stuff like that, right? I actually, on my time like outside of the job, right? I actually went into Cappytown and took a lot of video, and I tried actually editing it all together, and I did some things too that, like, you know, honestly, it wasn't like I was a professional, so I didn't really know how to do it, but it was like the cinematic look a lot, right? So I actually tried to film things in 24 frames per second and also download a lot of LUTs to color grade them the same way. And it actually worked out pretty good for you know, such an amateur work. From what I heard, the feedback was, when I first showed it to the team, was the beginning of it seemed a whole lot better made than the end of it, when it just became screen grabs of the thing that I was supposed to train them on.
Wow.
So, you know, yeah, it tells you where I actually ran out of film, basically, and it just became me narrating the process which they had to do. It was fun though. It was fun. But yeah, it was, you know, sometimes you know, you try things even though you're not good at the specific thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Okay,
okay.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
As Do you think this is better to be done in like in live 2D, or do you think hand doing it would be better?
Hmm.
You know what I mean, like hand animating or like live 2D?
Oh, I see. I see what you mean.
I think I got the shape of the frog right though.
Okay. There's probably a way for you to do it in live 2D that would be faster than you hand animating it.
I'm thinking
Specific.
like,
Yeah.
okay, so I'll draw a sketch of what I'm thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do like squish, right? And like up, squish and up, right? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's gonna be flat. Sorry, might be way. So squish to point, right? And the hand would be like up and down, right? But so like be like up and like down, so to speak, right? The problem is like I'm not sure if he wants all those movements, but I could like kind of like, you know, jelly it.
Hmm.
But like it covers up a lot of the, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Hmm. I mean, it can be done hand animated if you want to, but because of the speed of the movement of the hands, like if from the example that I'm seeing,
Yeah.
like if you're going for something similar to that, right? It might not be worth the time to do it frame by frame with keyframes like that. You're better off. Yeah, you're better off doing it live 2D style with puppet meshing it.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Mm-hmm. Especially the frog movement itself, right? The frog movement itself could be done very well just, you know, doing it live 2D style like that. You wouldn't really need to hand animate it that way.
Well, it's luckily this is like pretty simple, right? So
Yeah.
I think I can ask them like to
Okay.
pick the draft. And if we finish early, then we just like, while I wait on that, I can possibly work on I know that's like kind of fast. Like I'm working on commissions, and all of a sudden I'm already finished. But it's because like the body shape itself is very simple, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I could probably try working on the Cappy, bite size and nerdy logo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta get stuff done. I've been kind of putting it off, too.
Mm-mm.
This is what I thought of so far.
Oh. Take a big bite.
Yeah. But, like... Should we do, like, headphones? Like... And, like, maybe have glasses? I don't know.
The headphones are fine, I believe, right? Like, especially since you have it bitten off right there. I'm thinking about the glasses. Would it be too much? Because, like,
We want to keep it simple,
zoom
right?
out. Yeah, like zoom out with the glasses and then just see how it looks when it's kind of small. If it's like negligible to have the glasses there, like they still look like dots anyway, then you might as well not have the glasses.
Maybe I should make it like a cookie.
It is kind of funny, yeah. Like since it already has the bite on it, it's as like an edible type of thing is kind of fun, yeah.
Okay, it's bite-sized, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is just a rough kind of. Well, if we were to do a cookie base, right?
Yeah.
Like a sugar cookie base, I guess. But then I also wonder if we should like think of like black and white, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just lazy color it. Okay. Then something like that.
Now you gotta put a marshmallow on it so that it's like a s'mores.
You want to be a s'mores cookie?
I don't know, it's making me hungry for one. Hopefully you can't hear me crunching chips.
I can, but it's okay.
Haha, now you can't because I mute it every time I eat one.
I'm not sure that looks good, you know what I mean? Oh no. I've never been good at drawing logos, but I'm not sure if we want to go with a circular shape or if we just want to go with text shape, you know what I mean? Logos are hard. People who can do logo designs are so talented.
Yeah. A lot of logo designs, though,
Like,
in recent years.
It's a lot harder than people think, I want to say.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. Because, you know, like, a lot of logo trends and designs in recently, especially recently, right, have tended towards being simpler. But because the more simple you get, the harder it is to actually create a memorable logo, right? Like,
That's
yeah,
why
this is the
I
sort of
hired
stuff
somebody for one of our other logos.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah. People don't know what project it is quite yet, but I hired a logo artist for that project specifically because I can't design shit. I'm also trying to stick with the thick lines even for this too. So that news yesterday. Honey?
What news yesterday?
You forgot?
Oh yeah, that news yesterday. No, I
How do you feel about it as a... You're a bigger Hololive fan than I am. lately.
Yeah, I mean,
How do you feel about it?
I think
I kind
I
of
don't.
I kind of saw it coming for a while.
Yeah, you've been telling me, because here's the thing, like, sadly enough, while I am a bigger Hololive fan than you are, right? I didn't follow Gura all that much. I know that's like almost sacrilege for some people. Um, but
You're a Watame fan,
I
that's why.
yeah, I wasn't specifically she was not specifically my Oshi, but I know how beloved she was. As a talent over there. Even I'm speaking as if they've already left, but you know, it's one of those things where it's kind of like I am very fortunate in that I was only on the peripheral of knowing about and following Gura's stuff.
Yeah.
But it also, but if it to me feels like, wow, that's truly like an end of an era, because I know Amelia.
When Ame
Yeah.
left, that was like the end of an era for me personally. Like, oh shit, right?
But you always had that like, oh, but she might come back for special events, right?
Well,
So
Amelia.
yeah.
Okay, so how it kind of works for people who don't know how graduations work for some reason, because apparently you're under a rock. Graduations are basically the person quit, and is generally on good terms, especially if they have a graduation stream. They're generally on good terms with the company. Like, there's no kind of hard feelings. It's kind of like a last hurrah between the talent and the company, and the IP. And the reasons why they do graduations is it's a kind of a send-off from the company. In Western, sometimes for Western corporations, it's a graduation from the company itself, and they keep their IP. Usually for Japanese companies, they don't do that because they like to keep the IP for various reasons, but that's their own choice usually. With her graduating, we kind of like with Ame doing her, oh, I left, but I'm still have my foot in the door. Don't worry. Like, I'll come back for special events. She kind of set a new standard for Hololive that unfortunately gave people a lot of hope at the end of the day when people announced their departure from the company. Because they're thinking like, oh, that means all the talents are going to come back for like special events. Like, this is a new trend. Like, we should expect a lot of talents doing that. And it turns out out of the... How many people have left now?
How many? Like 9? 8 or 9?
Well,
I don't remember.
We're not going to count Aqua, because Aqua, she left before that was a new kind of like system in place. So it was Ame, then Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe is the only one who said that she would come back for special events.
Yeah, Fauna. Who else was there?
There's Shion. Shion, I'm surprised,
Shion.
also didn't choose to be affiliated. Considering she worked for the company for so long. Cause like, let's assume that like, they weren't gonna do anything. Let's assume they didn't even offer that to Aqua because it wasn't considered an option quite yet. It's still kind of surprising.
There's been 7.
7, yeah. I thought 9 was too much.
Yeah. If we don't count Aqua and Ame, right, then 5 since January.
Yeah. Which is hard for a lot of people. Because no one wants to. But when Ame made that new standard, everyone was like, "Oh, that means a lot of the Hololive talents will, because Hololive is so amazing, they'll have their foot in the door forever." And it's just like, no, some people just want to leave, and they don't want to look back, which is their own choice at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think, like, it's like a lot of talents can eventually outgrow their company.
And a lot of
for
them
a
have
company-
already.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like Hololive itself, like as great as it is to be employed, at a corporation and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and a popular one, right?
Yeah.
It's also its own worst enemy in some ways because the talents, they outgrow it so suddenly and so fast. It seems like it's getting faster too, um, and especially when the direction of the company changes. That kind of speeds things along.
Well, some
for
people
some
are
people.
blaming
Hmm.
it
Mhm.
being opened up to stock shareholders is the reason
Yeah.
why they're having such a fall. And that could be one of the reasons, like, pressure and like deviation from what the corporation was.
Yeah.
And like Yago's no longer in control of what's going on. But you also have to remember, guys, some people just don't plan on working there forever. Like, some people are outliers. Like, the one person who thought that they were going to leave within a year is actually the one who's very happy with where they are in Hololive right now. I'm talking about Callie. She went on record saying that.
Oh, yeah.
She actually has gone on record to say that she thought she would quit within the year.
Wow.
But she's actually one of the... I don't see Kiara or Callie leave anytime soon. They benefit way too much from it. I wish there was more opportunities for Iris though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right?
I feel like the company isn't doing as much as they should for her, in my opinion. But that's just my kind of like,
And it's crazy to me to think of it like that because, for example, when I went to that recent Hololive collab with Round One Arcade, right? Iris's merchandise sold out immediately. Like, she was the first one that everybody went for. You would think that there were a ton of other talents here that,
like hers and Gura, right?
Mm-hmm. It was hers and Gura's.
I think the twins too, honestly.
Mm-hmm. But from what I heard, because I went on the second day, but from what I heard at the location that I was at, Iris went first, and then Gura, followed by the twins. After that, so it's very surprising to see Cover doesn't support her as much.
It feels like as though they don't. I'm sure they are in their own ways, but like comparing it to say the opportunities that set, and this is not to compare like gen mates or company mates, obviously, because like everyone has their own like kind of like, well, maybe she just doesn't want to do certain things. But I do oftentimes feel like, oh, hey, like, it'd be really nice. It's really cool that so-and-so got this. It'd also be kind of nice if, like, the other girls got these opportunities too, but I can't be helped if this is what people are asking for. Like, I wish that Iris got more concerts and stuff like that, but maybe she can't for her own personal reasons. Mostly because, like, I think, like, I saw her as kind of, like, the music hire.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
Especially debuting solo, so that was, like, kind of very lonely for her. So I thought they were, like, push her to do all the music stuff, but lately it feels like it's mostly, like, Callie. But that's also because she wants to do that, right? It's not like but they're both in Japan, right? Like, both she and Iris, but I feel like Iris... Maybe it's because I don't watch Iris that much, so I can't really make those claims that, Cover isn't doing more, but I feel like I hear more about the opportunities that Kylie gets more than Iris.
Yeah, and I like, Callie's always been, like, super popular, right? So,
yeah,
it's kind of like, it's kind of weird, like to think about the differences. I guess because maybe Cover is just not aware of Iris's popularity in the West, and we're only seeing what is happening, um, related to East Asia, right? For example, you know,
That's
she might not
true.
be, yeah, like I think maybe that's what's going on with all that, you know. Because
Um,
over here, you know how much they really care about what the fans think. Over here, I mean, I can't say that they don't, right? Like, obviously, they've done a lot of collabs over here,
mhm.
in the West, uh, quite often. But you know, sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder. Uh,
It's really complicated. But again, I'm sure like
mhm,
all the fans of Iris and Callie will feel differently because we aren't like I'm not
mhm,
a super fan or a
mhm,
Hollow super fan, so maybe my perspective is like off the mark because I don't watch them that often.
mm-mm.
You know, like I'm more than happy to
Yeah.
be wrong about my opinions as a casual fan. I'm just gonna say I'm a casual fan because I feel that's the most accurate.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
even for
Water
me, I'm kind of
dehydrated
casual,
bitch.
Thank you for the
watching,
money to
you know.
hydrate juice. Yut yut.
No, no.
In other, but and on non sad hollow news. Oh, I didn't really finish. Yeah, so I forgot to finish my thoughts. But yeah, anime making a new standard. Unfortunately, kind of same time makes everyone very sad when people don't choose that option.
Yeah. But you know, like everybody's
It's,
got their
also,
like
it's not her fault for making that option, right, for people.
yeah.
It's better to have that option than I guess never having that option or
Hmm.
having like a what if scenario. Um, and it's not like it's impossible for people to not come back because like people have come back from graduation. Um, but like it's just very rare and it has to be for very specific reasons why they left.
Yeah.
Why I know this is because a member from Niji Sanji actually had left. Not from the English branch, but from the JP branch. Saku. I can't remember her name, but Saku something.
Mm.
The panda girl.
Yeah, yeah.
She had left. Um,
Wow.
because she didn't like how management was. She had her full graduation, and then people were very upset with Niji Sanji. Not just the talent, like not just like fans, but also the talents. So
Oh,
a lot of the
okay.
talents kind of revolted, and then what ended
Yeah,
up
yeah.
happening is they changed their ways, and then she came back. It like literally like she left in protest, you could say,
Yeah, yeah.
and then her coworkers were like, "That's not right," and then they kind of did shit, and it
Mm-hmm.
pressured the company to make amends.
Mm-mm.
So like, it's also weird because people are just like, "Ah, you don't want Hollow to be like Kuro Sanji," and it's just like, well, you know, if you did your research on this company, you would find out that actually, like, when shit blows up, they actually make efforts to change. Because you know, companies
Yeah.
are companies don't necessarily get things done perfectly. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you have to give them the opportunity to change and do better by their talents. And that's what, at the time at least, the um, uh, JP side of things actually tried to improve things for their talents. So I can say that's at least something. I'm not sure how. I have heard from ex talents that it seems that the English side management has tried to be better. Of course, it's not perfect, right?
Yeah.
But I'm still like a really big fan of Nijisanji in general, personally. So I might be biased.
Well, I mean, like it's the changing nature of the company, right? Like, again, a lot of things happened that changed a lot of things. Like, some people have pointed to the fact that this seems to be happening a lot now that HN is no longer there too, Um,
But I thought
you
she left.
know,
It seemed like it was implied that she left for family reasons.
yeah, like
Could
I
be for
wouldn't
other
say
reasons,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't say that she necessarily left because of
Anything
this
bad, right?
situation, but it also could mean that, like, oh, since she left, this is like
Yeah.
what's, like she was probably the one that was keeping things
A bit balanced.
the way, yeah, and
Who knows,
you
right?
know, yeah, who knows, like, how it is, but um it's kind of as the months pass, it's becoming less and less shocking for me, because I almost feel like, and this is kind of a sentiment that I got from some other friends that were watching VTubers. Not and this was something that they've been talking about, with me from time to time, in the last couple of years. It almost feels like there's too many now.
Yeah, oversaturation is a very...
Yeah.
I wouldn't...
And-
I think with everyone trying to be like the next big name, they feel that VTubing... Or everybody... Not everybody. When you're a streamer, to a certain extent, you want to be noticed, I think. There's a little bit of egotism that comes with territory.
Yeah.
Like, for you, for example, you want to be noticed for your art. Like, to be completely honest, right? You want people to notice your art. You want people to see what you can produce, right? Ultimately. Is it going to... Like, and so, like, with streaming, right? There's more people who are like that, who, regardless if you're there for... if you're... what's the word I'm looking for? If you're doing it for egotistic reasons, or if you're doing it because you want to work on your social skills, like, ultimately you're doing it to be seen. The degrees of how much you want to be noticed is debatable, I think. Cute little frog. It is a cute
Hello,
little frog.
Froggy.
It is of you.
So cute. So frog.
So frog. But yeah.
But yeah,
Sorry.
you're right. I mean,
Sorry for if you're walking in the stream, Crockett, and we're talking about a serious topic.
no, but you're definitely right on that. And there is some level of when you stream, there's some level of egotism. Would that be the term?
Narcissism?
Yeah, narcissism. Yeah, there's some level of it. In some ways, it's not necessarily like oh, you want everybody to see you and love you and all that stuff, but there is that level of I want to be seen in some way, shape or form. I mean, otherwise, why would anybody
do this?
Be doing this, right? And for everybody, and it's also like you said, for everybody, it's a little bit different. Like, for me, it's less about myself and more about the artwork that I produce, and I hope that I can improve well enough where I can show that off and be proud of that, right? Like, I'm never gonna say that there isn't that amount of egotistical feeling for myself, right? Like, of wanting to be noticed by senpais in the chat room.
Yeah, like, so, it's hard, right? I think, and it's okay to admit that, part of it is like, what is it? Like, if you want to be noticed for a reason, and it's not a bad thing inherently. And I think for the most part, people just need to understand that, like, when people step away from their jobs, it's not because they hate the company. and we should now demonize them, but rather it's like, hey guys, I just don't feel like working here anymore. I'm moving on to something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I mean, I feel like because this happens on, it just so happens that a lot of this stuff happens on the internet, right?
Yeah. People do take it more
And
personally.
yeah, a lot of people love themselves some drama on the internet. I mean, it's like,
I mean, we love our drama on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
We
do.
We're not better than you guys.
Yeah, and it's like, even the smallest things can become a dramatic situation, on the internet, because I've noticed that a lot of people do end up taking sides about things and like be very like defensive about the side that they're on, right? Like even when there's no reason for people to be taking sides.
Yeah, I guess like the whole like, oh, as long as they're not like this company, like it's okay.
Yeah.
And it's just like they're not like they like what? What are you talking about?
Yeah. And then it's like, and like I think also like social media thrives on the drama, like the amount of drama tubers, for example, that are out there, that like a good portion of their content is reporting on the latest in the dramatic.
Yeah.
Drink water, you dehydrated.
So it's like, I think the internet itself.
Frogget.
Ooh, yeah. Nice. But yeah, I think the internet definitely thrives on it, no matter what. Yeah, gotta stay hydrated. You're right.
We should trust the frog, because frogs need to stay hydrated.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you would know. You would know. You know what, Munii, though? You're so good at finding the cute pose for things like this.
Yeah.
I actually suck at drawing cute things.
No, you can draw cute things.
Like I need a lot of like inspiration or like direction before I'm able to do it.
Yeah, but I can't do line art that well.
Well, it's okay, like what's considered good line art is not always like good for everyone or everything, right? Like, so it's kind of like, it's one of those things where you just kind of find what works and for the artwork that you're producing at the moment, so it's okay,
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like, I could do better though, a lot. But I really appreciate it when everyone like tries their best to, support me and encouraging me to continue doing art, because there's where I'm just like, oh, maybe I should like stop drawing art.
Oh, Frogget said 60% of the time I'll just send Munii a GIF or a picture of something and just say, do this, please.
Yeah. Like, I really do appreciate everyone who commissions me, because
Make sure you stretch
I wish
out.
I can draw better sometimes, and there's days where I'm like kind of like, oh, maybe it's not for me. I should just stick to stuff where I don't have to do certain things. But so I appreciate everyone like allowing me to kind of experiment with my style until I find something that I'm happy with. So thank you for the reminder to stretch.
Yeah.
Like, in some areas I definitely have simplified, because I feel like going too detailed doesn't actually help emotes anymore. Of course you should be somewhat detailed, but like, yeah. I don't know how to do the VGen. I think that's okay. I understand. Like, Froggy was trying to do VGen. And I asked him to send it to VGen because, like, ultimately, like, we're trying to build... The reason why I asked you to go through VGen is because we're trying to get, what was it?
Oh, the,
Verified.
hold on. Yeah, verified, yeah.
And
we're trying to build off of that, yeah.
Yeah, it's not you, Frogget. I know you were trying. It's just that in order to get, verified, we have to have how many?
Let's see.
What were the
Oh, we
requirements?
have... Okay, so we have enough followers.
Yeah.
And we have enough earnings. We just need 3 reviews
Yeah.
and a rating of over 4.6.
Unfortunately, in order to get reviews, you need to commission us through VGen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. But yeah, I'm not sure why it wasn't working for you, Frogget. That's why, like, I was saying, like, you should, like, ask VGen, because, unfortunately, I don't really know the tech stuff or what they're using as to, like, why it's not working. I wish I could give better reasons on why it's not working, but, like, it's good to try to figure it out, because especially if you want to ever commission, like, other really great artists on there, it's kind of important to get it, like, kind of, like, figured out. Be kind of like, hey, like, I try to throw money at people, but you won't let me. What's the story here?
Yeah. It's one of those things too where it's like, I think like the discovery factor for a lot of artists on VGen, right, is like, you know, it's a major reason why a lot of people like utilize it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like when you're on that platform, and not necessarily as a creator, but as a, like, you know, someone browsing it, you can discover more artists than just the ones that you know, and you know, you might find something that you really like on there, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
By the way,
pretty
we would
cool.
never get upset at you guys if you decide that you want to work with other artists. By the way, just to be clear, we would never get offended by that. Instead, we would highly encourage that, if that's, you know, especially if we don't have offerings for you guys.
Yeah, for sure, you know, like we have our own favorite artists as well, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know, we've also commissioned other artists for various things, you know, so
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is, right, you know. But yeah, you know, now that I think of it, it's like, I probably am on the way to finishing my own project. Like on schedule, at least.
Oh.
Yeah, at least in the back of my mind, how long that I thought I was gonna take for it. I believe that I'm
Well on your way?
Like, yeah, I'm well on my way right now. So I think
You have two
yeah.
favorites.
Two favorites.
My favorite artist is an artist. You may not have heard of him. His name is Fiercest Bard. I think he's pretty cool.
Oh, that guy's a jerk. I don't know. I don't know if I like him.
Is he?
Yeah. I heard he's an asshole.
What does he do?
Oh, he makes this robot girl do everything for him.
Robot girl.
Oh, I don't know.
Is she blonde?
Like, she might be.
She might be. And she's confirmed to be a robot.
Not necessarily, but okay, yeah, we'll just assume it is.
Or are you talking about another robot girl? A mysterious another contender?
Hmm.
Is there another character you're cooking up?
Oh no.
Vidal?
No, actually, I should probably like work on making more original characters myself too. There's a lot of things I probably should be doing. I probably should make more OCs. I should probably make more fan arts.
Yeah.
I definitely should be making a whole lot of more fan art of certain types, but you know, we'll see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are you kind of holding off in case? Family?
Not really. I'm the type of person that has like very rarely showed my art to my own family.
No, but like, so, okay. You don't know
Mhm.
this. I was thinking about putting you know when you tap the phone onto like art or like have like tags? I was thinking about putting that in the, because we're thinking about making a acrylic charm for our families. I was thinking of trying to add that to the charms, so then like that would have links to our website eventually, which I actually have to talk to you about, like if we should purchase the website domain, which I haven't gone around to doing. And they're like, hey, it expired. If you want it, you gotta buy it. Like, I'm like, thanks Squarespace. Really appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh, Frogget, you can draw frogs now?
Ah, nice. Are you gonna be... Does that mean you're gonna be doing your own emotes soon? No? Thank you for the besses.
You know what, Frogget? I respect that, because even for myself, I should do my own emotes, and I don't. Hey, Country Shape, what's up? If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it. It's not the internet without some drama.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't notice your... I'm so sorry, Country Shit.
Yeah. Apologies for that. I didn't notice the window up either myself. I just checked in and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know. It's still like an adjustment period for me. Like even though you've been dual streaming for a while now.
You think that I would check both?
Mm-hmm.
Because I forget that, like, you guys can also see... Or no, I'm supposed to be... You guys can technically see all the chat bubbles up there. But sometimes I can't see... If I don't look at OBS, I can't see the messages.
Yeah, like...
And you
it's tough.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's also the reason why you're kind of, like, you don't want to... I think that was one of the reasons why you were kind of, like... Because we discussed it, whether or not you would ever... if you would ever, what was it called? Do dual streaming.
Yeah, it's tough to manage both, right? Though I feel like there is a part of me that feels like art tubers and art content in general thrives more on one platform than the other. So there's a part of me that's unsure as to, you know, like, my options, like where I should continue to, you know, like either stream or whatnot, right? Like, because so here's the dilemma that I have. I feel like when I first started streaming, it was mostly a way of like, hey, I'll draw artwork and show people, and hopefully they'll notice, but you know, if they don't, it's fine, right? But art is such a slow process. And you know, like over the last few years of streaming and drawing for people, and especially with me being like, okay, I'm gonna draw right now. I'm gonna get focused. Sorry, I can't talk to you guys while I'm focused and drawing, right? Like,
Yeah, people can multitask.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's like it's hard for me to like communicate with chat and at the same time focus on what I'm doing art-wise, right? So I almost feel like, is this really the right platform for myself? Sometimes, you know, when I think about it. You know what, Frogget? Art is epic, you know?
Epic Games?
Epic? No, not Epic Games. But you know, like it's a struggle for me to think about because I almost feel like maybe like sometimes I think to myself maybe streaming is not the right platform for me. Maybe I should actually be doing videos rather than live streaming for the time being. Again, it's because, you know, like the way that art works, it's definitely not like a draw for the audience as a lot of stuff is, you know, even for very talented artists. And the artists who are very successful either are god tier talents or they have the personality to back it up, I would say, right? So it's one of those struggles that, like, you know, I have with my own personal content and stuff like that.
Like, I think, like, a good talent, if we could think of, like, someone who's, like, really good at yapping while drawing, I would think definitely, like, Raura.
Raura? Yeah.
But she's very experienced. I think she's, like, a god-tier artist and who's very clearly being, like, accepted into not Love Life. Hello Life. She's a very, like, she's kind of like, well, it's because she kind of built herself up to that point, you know what I mean? It's not to say that, you know, eventually we could get to that point of our content creation career where we're, like, way more charismatic when we stream. It's a journey in itself.
Well, there's a lot of skills that you have to learn. A lot of soft skills, I would say, right? You'll find your way, little capybara. That's all any of us can do. You know, country shape. Yeah, I think, you know, eventually it's a journey, right? Like, it's just like you said, it's like a journey that we all go on and stuff like that. We have to kind of discover that for ourselves. And I'm still very much in the middle of that journey, as I'm sure Munii is as well, you know? Like, just trying to figure out what's best for your own content creation stuff, you know?
One day I'm gonna be like, sorry, but I can't have a testosterone on this channel. Just too much.
Too much?
I'm too much of a man for this channel.
I'm being muscled out.
Just too manly.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know, chat. I'm being muscled out. Oh no, chat. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I found my way back in.
Oh right, I forgot to put Fugi Tech on. Not Fugi. What's it? Mix it up on. We had to hide Biscotti a little bit.
Oh, everybody was just
chilling with
staring
Biscotto.
staring at Biscotti, staring at your boobs the entire time.
You always find it funny that's the case.
It just happens to be that way because of where I have everything positioned.
But do you want to share? Are you still drawing right now, or did you stop?
Oh, I stopped before, but I did make quite a bit of progress. Yeah.
Staring. Do you want? Like,
Staring indeed.
can you send me a progress report?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I should. Hang on. Give me 1 second while it loads. Because when I went to restart my computer it was for this reason, because I was working on this
Hello, coffee.
for a bit. Yeah. Let's see.
Always when
Whoops.
the door opens, it's like, oh, a gush of cold air comes in.
Okay. I will send your way. I will also send the way of the bunny, because I should.
Just wondering where to put it on stream. Save image.
Little guys are the best.
Who's fishing in my swamp? Okay, we'll do. This is Bard's current work in progress. What's that?
Hello.
It's devilish. Oh, cute.
Hello.
Yeah, that's not my art though. That's Bard's art, by the way. This cute bunny. We'll put it over. Maybe I should put it behind Bard.
Maybe.
Put Illyria behind Bard here. Let me see.
Bunny. Kept hearing rustling in the attic, and it was 2 large pack rats. Did they do the dramatic gopher thing? The meme from
The
the
hamster?
yesteryear? Yeah, the dramatic hamster or whatever
The
it
cross?
was. Oh yeah, that's right.
The frog is also there. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, for people who
Oh,
want
thank
an
you.
example of Bard's illustrations, that's what he draws. Here, I'll make it bigger. And like Illyria sitting on you.
Okay, yeah.
You're living the dream, Bard! A lot of people would pay to get sat on. But also Devilish, thank you again for the subby. I really appreciate it. With Big Bunny, Big Titty Bunny. Yeah, it's not about the goth girls no more, you know?
You know, it's like where you positioned it is like perfectly positioned somehow.
Exactly. I'm giving people just a taste of what they could get if they buy her Illyria's merch. Well, she looks good. Nice work, Bard.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Can you leak her VGen though, honey?
Oh yeah, that's true. I should link.
We should
to
be
the
better
VPN.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta always do this, and we never do.
We're currently having a special, which we're really bad at advertising too. We're currently having a special on our VGen where if you'd like to purchase a sketch. I say sketch lightly because technically,
Sketch.
whenever Bard does a sketch, it's not really a sketch. Do you want to explain it, honey?
Oh yeah, so we're having a special on what the heck did we call it again? Shoot. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the VGen and actually read my own damn post. Okay, we're having a special on what we call the surprise me sketch illustration. This is basically a skeb for those people who know the term. It's basically a sketch that I draw and Munii colors, right? Um, and it is a sketch that where you guys tell us like, oh, we'd like to see uh
Mike
this
OC,
character.
or
Yeah,
yeah,
my OC, and my OC is punching something.
Batman.
Batman. Yes, my OC is punching Batman, and like um that's like about all the detail that you need to give us, and then we figure out
The
the
rest,
pose
yeah.
and the rest and stuff like that, and we
Well,
will
you can be
give you.
super detailed if you really want to, right?
That's true. Yeah, you can actually be as detailed as you want. Like if, but ultimately the final product will be something that we come up with, and we imagine based on what your description
Yeah.
of it is, and then yeah, like
And even though we call it a sketch, really, it's a full illustration.
it is really a full illustration. I
It's
mean,
colored
at the
and
end of the
everything.
day,
Yeah.
yeah.
We would show you an example of one that we worked on. I'm so tempted to get a PNG tuber from you guys. Ooh.
Oh.
Would it be an Esper?
Hmm. But yeah, like I believe the last one that we worked on is still a secret. So
Yeah, we're keeping it private,
mhm.
just in case. Okay,
Yeah.
go sleep. Have a great stream. Thank you for dropping by. Devilish, I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Chameleon.
Yeah, good night. Hashtag chameleon.
Hello, Gage. I was thinking that if I ever decide to stream, my avatar would be a glass bunny filled with juice. Oh, that's really cute.
Oh.
If you ever
That would be
want-
really
yeah.
interesting.
It really, if you want any help with it, just let us know, Juice. We'd be more than happy to help you out with that.
Oh yeah, what's up, Gage? How you doing? Maybe a few toggles with different types of juice and maybe boba.
I'll go to work now. I will return if you're still streaming. Money loud. Thank you, Frogget. Doing
Yeah.
good. Just playing Rivals.
Oh, nice. I've been doing dailies every now and then. It shouldn't take too long, but when I skip a day, it takes longer because then I have to sit through certain AI games. I've been trying to do the dailies with as little stress as possible. Because I'm all about the cosmetics, not the clout of being a pro gamer, but the cosmetics of a freaking competitive game. I'm a be on lurk. Yeah, no problem, Gage.
I think what I wanted to do is I wanted to merge the body into like one giant. Like, try to minimize the amount of layers I need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
let's go over to our saving. Okay, now I have to open opening up the live 2D. And move everybody to the side as I work on it. You're my lurk? No worries, guys. I sound really tired, don't I? I apologize.
Yeah, it felt like a super long day, though for
It
me, for different reasons than you, right? Like, but still.
Where is... There it is. Ugh. There we go. I love it when it does that. I'm just trying to think about how to best. Frog, we're gonna have it do this. So, oops, don't want there. Here. have it like kind of like squish up a bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's kind of funny to look at when it does that.
It's the squish.
Like that, maybe. Like that. Looks pretty good. If we just do that really fast. Then... Okay, why did that one just... Okay. Oh well. I don't think how to angle it the best. Need to look at the... Need to look at the Discord again. I guess we'll use it like... We'll do this one. Push, push, push. This one. Yeah, that. Then hand. And this one. Pwap, pwap, pwap. Trying to think. Maybe I should make this actually. Little.
You know, this entire time I forgot to unmute myself after eating some chips.
I was wondering why you're so quiet.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Squish. Squish.
A squish.
Pat, pat,
Yeah,
pat,
see,
pat,
that's
pat,
why
pat, pat,
that's
pat,
why I was
pat,
saying,
pat.
like, I feel like this would work so much faster in Live 2D than to hand draw it frame by frame, because of the type of animation that you guys are going for here.
I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bark, 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 bark.
Bark, bark.
Hi, Hellblade What's up? Why are you sad? Bad comp game? Yeah.
Hello, Blade Fist.
That happens.
Hmm.
Not like I've had any experience with that. We had useless Psylocke? Not Psylocke. Psylocke, yeah. Why did I think, like, Cyclops when I read that?
We had a useless Cyclops.
Many people say he is useless. This makes sense, right? Maybe I'll make him more stretched, more direction this way.
They had the least damage and kills on the team. Maybe first time Psylocke?
So I kind of got the pet and squeeze kind of look, I guess. Kind of hard to get all of it though, all the movements.
You know, why would you do Psylocke for the first time in comp? Yeah, you know, you're right.
Well, were they Alpha Rad? We recently watched a video where Alpha Rad tried to prove that, you know, he can do it with all the characters.
Mm-hmm. Even though it was the first time.
So he kind of screwed over a couple of his teammates. We should link that video. We just happened to watch that.
Yeah. You have one of those stupid names? Stupid username? Oh, I see. How are you enjoying season 2, by the way, Blade Fist? I've only peripherally played some, and I've only been doing dailies on comp. Not comp, on AI. I haven't actually been playing any comp because it's like that first season getting to gold 3 just for the free skin. I was like, man, unless the skin is something that I have to have and I can't live without, I'm not gonna try to do that again. That was my second comp game of the season. I see, I see.
Like that. Then.
Going back to you playing comp bard, you might have an easier time if you can convince Munii. Solo comp is hard. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was kind of fun.
It was always
playing...
me trying to convince Bard actually to do it.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Because, like, cause Bard learned very, very early on he did not like, what was it called? He didn't like comp from,
yeah.
What was it called?
Oh, Overwatch, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's like, the two games are, you know, different enough and stuff like that, right? Like, it's just that, like, I think, for me, and this is especially, like, when I play, fighting games, for example, specific to one-on-one, right? Like, not team fighting games like 3-on-3, like Marvel vs. Capcom and that stuff. Like, what my performance I know is based on my own personal like execution, right? In a lot of team-based competitive games like League of Legends and stuff like that, everybody gets really angry at each other when
experience
things
it with your friends.
Yeah, and it's kind of like
the fun isn't there anymore.
Yeah, the fun's just not there with that as much for me. I do get why people like playing against you know, other people, you know, like, you know, especially coming from playing fighting games, right? But I feel like almost like I don't like how toxic like a team can get to each other from time to time. So that's why, you know,
We've
like,
also had that. People like were complaining about. Oh, we had one Wolverine who was like so salty when they were playing.
Oh yeah, that's
ass. Right. And it's coming from me.
And it's one of those things, right, where it's like, you know, losing isn't the end of the world, but, you know, some people do treat it as such, right? And it does suck. I'm not gonna lie. You know, when I lose, I'm just kind of like, damn it. But, you know, like, for me, I think I can't handle the team-based arguments and stuff like that comes with some of these. That's why we kind of leave our voice chat off, even though we shouldn't, during our competitive games, because, you know, communication is key to winning a lot of these games. It's just that, you know, you just never know who you're going to be teamed with sometimes. And especially like Bladefish, you mentioned solo queuing. Yeah, it's like you really just don't know what you're going to get, right? So that makes it like a lot harder.
Okay, now to try to animate this. It's been a while since like I animated these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Make it a 2 minute. Trying to make this so people can generally see. There we go. Pointers. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I was like, where's the things I needed? Trying to think about how to animate this the most sense, because I know he kind of went crazy with it, right? It does look very squishy at least. It's... Okay, let's see how this plays. This might be a bit jarring. Kinda works.
It kind of does, yeah. And there's like a natural delay in how the frog is moving, right? Which is adding to like the like the way the nice look of the animation, because there's usually a slight delay if you squish something or you pull it and things like that. So yeah.
The hand looks natural-ish enough. Okay, let's see what this looks like.
It's so squishy.
Kind of makes sense, right?
It kind of does. Like
I try my
it's
best.
so much.
I try my
Yeah.
best to replicate, like, kind of like the GIF you sent.
No, but again, it has that natural bounciness and the slight delay from the frog moving like after the hand has already moved in certain parts, right? It actually adds to like the more natural look
The hand
in the
actually
animation.
looks really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It looks
It's like
better than the frog.
yeah.
I'm surprised. Usually I do it's better the other way around, so I'm surprised how it turned out,
Like-
actually.
Yeah, it looks like you really get the feeling that some of the fingers are actually pulling the squish over and stuff like that. It's really nice. Yeah.
Okay, now I need to test it. By going to my Well, I'll play this in the background while people can. Because, like, how I test it is I go into my own, Twitch and upload it and see if it can even upload. Because sometimes it doesn't because it's too big of a file, and that happens. For anybody that wonders how the behind-the-scenes things that happen, that's what I do to make sure it works. I think, like, because there was a point where I accidentally, like, sent, like, stuff to Luria, because Luria and Candy would, like, ask me to make them emotes all the time. And then, like, they'd be like, it's too big, and I'd be like, oh, I didn't test it. Well, now I have to find where that file is. Opened at the wrong area. Oh well. Too big. Knew it. Oh, this is a mistake. Yeah, it translates pretty well too.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should be making our own emotes more often.
More often.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to draw emotes.
Right? How are we quote unquote professional streamers when we're too lazy to do our own stuff?
Mm-hmm.
We're so happy to like do it for other people but not for ourselves, and this is why we're a problem. What time is it right now? 9:30? Let me save everything.
Mm-hmm.
That. Oh, it's like how I still have the crab behind your head.
That's hilarious.
So honey, what are you doing tomorrow?
I am doing more art.
Doing more art.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue on my quest to finish drawing Bunny.
I thought that I forgot that you already commented on it. For a minute, I'm like, why are you commenting on are you telling me that I should play competitive right now? And then I realized, like, oh right, you were telling Bard that you were like doing comp, but yeah, like
Yeah.
Bard doesn't really like, you don't really like it that much.
I mean, I like the game itself because I've always liked Marvel stuff, and you know, like, there's nothing in particular that I particularly hate about the actual mechanics of the game. It's just that, like, when games become so toxic that it's very hard to even
Enjoy
like,
it.
Yeah, enjoy it. That's when I'm kind of like,
Hi, Saya.
Hello.
Oh, you missed the update for. I love Marvel Rivals. I love it too. I love it so much. In fact, I don't want to play it. Just kidding. But you missed Bard being sat on by a thick woman. This is Bard's update on the art. Did you ever figure out what you're gonna do for the hair? Did you extend the canvas?
Oh, yeah, and I haven't extended the canvas yet, but I actually already know what to do to extend the hair. Yeah.
Okay. As long as you know what you need to do, banger. Have an art of me and Drake now. I mean, if you commission us for the low price, actually, Saya, honestly, Saya, if you look at our VGen, we have a special going on right now. If you want to throw some coin in our way, so we can become verified.
Woo!
Woo. For the low price of $100 USD, Bard will draw you something like this, and I get to color it instead. Yeah. Let's see who we should raid. Oh no, that's the wrong button. Not the stream together. I need the raid. Who to raid?
Bard will draw you like a French girl, and Munii will color it in.
I'll color you in like a French girl.
Yeah,
that's true. Who shall be raid?
Who is on right now? Let's see. Nominee, you will color them like a minion. Yellow and with goggles? Googles? The Googles?
We can raid the bunny that we were showing off. Might as well, right?
That is true, yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I hope everyone had, sorry for the short. Well, it was a short. It's not that short. It's pretty long.
It wasn't that short. I mean, you finished,
here?
2 things, yeah.
Oh, hello, Vivian Nandarno. We're just actually we were just showing off some art that we were working on today. I'm mostly done mine, but this is an illustration that my dear Cappy was working on yesterday and tomorrow on Twitch.
It's sitting on my head.
It's you could say it's a very promising placement. But thank you for dropping by. I know, I'm sorry that you dropped by at the very end of the stream. Honestly, I should probably remove that image before. I don't think we're gonna get in trouble for that. YouTube's pretty friendly about that, you know? Right?
Yeah.
Right? Oh god. It just occurred to me, mostly because I don't know YouTube's rules that much.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, it was like on the stream the entire time, so.
Yeah, I guess that's what we risk. Well, I can show what I drew, and that will be say so.
It definitely is. You might even get some energy from watching it.
The hyperness of the frog squish. The rubbing of the frog. The finish emote. Does it bring you joy?
Really, it brings me a lot of joy, actually.
Actually, the hands turned out pretty good. I'm really impressed by my hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it actually works really well. Like, as like one of those like pop-up notifications and stuff too. Like,
yeah.
Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, pretty happy with how it generally came out. But we'll see if Frog wants any adjustments. But I can always do that like off stream or something. But yeah, it's funny how again we're more enthusiastic about like working on other people's like emotes and stuff and like assets, but not our own.
Now lick those fingers after petting the frog and get high.
No, don't do that. Don't encourage that, Juice. We can't.
We can't do
Can't encourage that. But okay. Thank you everyone for dropping by our stream. We hope everyone has a good day, good morning, or good afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow in theory.
Yeah, in theory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.